Hello, welcome back to this pod. My name is Dr. Arzu Chabra and I have a PhD in organic chemistry. I am an organic chemistry tutor and also a mindset coach for college students. So in this video, we are going to be really talking about designing your life. So I've been in the space of personal development for the longest time, and I've been a student for 10 years, a college student for 10 years. However, what really changed my life was when I actually became more self-aware, when I actually started to live my life inside out, meaning that what I was feeling on the inside, everything that I was passionate about was actually being projected on the outside, meaning that I was doing more of the things that I was passionate about. And a lot of that transformation had to come along with really understanding what I actually wanted in order to actually design the life that I live today. And that is why I then very quickly understood that I love to teach other people how they can also design their own lives. And so I'm also a mindset coach for college students. So the topic for today's pod, like I said already, is designing your life. And what I really mean by that is, do you have a certain set of habits that you carry out every day? Are there certain actions that are like non-negotiable for you? And do you understand why you actually carry them out on an everyday basis? So for example, when I first started my inner development, my inner work, I started realizing that I was actually becoming more consistent. I was actually more stable. I was actually more excited about my goals when I was journaling every day. So I'm going to take you through a series of questions that will actually help you figure out what are some of the activities or actions or habits that are personal to you that will actually help you live your best life, live your best day, live your life where you're truly actually connected to yourself. The first question is, just think about who you want to be by the end of this year. What are the goals that you want to accomplish by the end of this year? So you might want to think about, oh, actually by the end of this year, I want to take these many classes and I want that much grade. I want a 4.0 in all of my classes or in most of my classes, right? Or you could be like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I want the income stream. I want this to be my income stream for my business. Or you could be a scientist, or you could be a PhD student and think about, oh, I want this publication by the end of this year, right? So now after you have your goal for the end of this year, I want you to break down that goal in what would you want to have gotten done by the end of this month, and what would you have gotten done by the end of week. And then of course break it down to how would your day look like if you were carrying out that task for that year, for that month, for that week. What would your day actually look like? And also I would highly recommend you to actually also start to think about, besides your physical goals, right? Besides your materialistic goals. So I would even say that money goals, publication goals, and even your grade goals, they're all very materialistic goals. Like you can see them on paper, right? They're materialistic things. But I would like you to also think about other goals. Think about the process that you would like to take to accomplish these goals and the person you want to become when you're achieving these goals, right? So for example, I want to achieve these goals and not be burnt out. I want to achieve these goals and still feel my most powerful self. I want to achieve these goals and also become a healthier version of myself. I want to achieve these goals and at the same time, I want to take care of my mental health. I want to achieve these goals and at the same time, I want to worry less. I want to be less anxious. So for me, what I'm really working on is actually being more present and being less worried, being less anxious, just because I just started my entrepreneurial journey. So getting results is great, but the process is so important because I forgot about the process for the longest time that I've actually learned from my lesson that the process is actually more important than the result, right? So now I always incorporate, when I'm adding my personal goals, I'm always incorporating the process that I want to take to achieve these goals, right? So add that down and then think about these are the things that you're actually working on to get to the goals. These are your personal goals. And now I'm going to take you through a process that might actually help you feel more wiser, and you might just get your own guidance. For this process, I would invite you to close your eyes and feel centered. Cut out the distractions. And whenever you're able to do that, feel connected to your breath. Pay attention to your breath. Ask your future self. Ask the future version of you. And this future version can be 10 years older, 5 years older, 15 years older. Doesn't really matter. Ask this future version of you to come sit right next to you when you have your eyes closed. You might want to just invert your phone right now, just hear me out and not have to pay attention to my face, if that makes you feel better, if you're following me for this process. And when you're able to do that, I would invite you to talk to your future version of you. Ask for guidance. You can ask any question that you have right now to this future version. Let this future version that has achieved the goal, that has gotten the things you want, that has the materialistic goals, tell you what you need to hear right now. And also pay attention to what this future version is actually wearing. Pay attention to how this future version is behaving. Pay attention to their physical appearance. Pay attention to their facial expressions. And just notice. You can ask for guidance for a specific question, or you might even just ask for general advice. Now, the whole point of this exercise is to take their wisdom and integrate that within yourself right now. And this is a word of caution that you are actually supposed to feel calmer, you're supposed to feel centered, and you're supposed to feel more grounded when you actually do this exercise. However, if you feel more fearful, If you feel more scared, then you clearly did not do this exercise right. I would highly recommend to meditate a little bit longer before you can do this exercise, because the guidance, the answers that you will actually get are supposed to make you feel calmer, more grounded, supposed to give you more clarity, supposed to make you feel more self-assured. And if that's not what you're feeling, you are allowed to redo this exercise. And if you like this exercise, I will be adding a lot more of these exercises, a lot more of self-reflection questions, some of the work that I actually do with my students. And of course, if you're interested in learning to live your life inside out, so you prevent yourself from actually going the wrong route in your life, so you're actually not living someone else's life, and you want to live your own life, your true authentic self, feel free to reach out. And I will add all the links in the description, and I will see you guys later. Feel free to subscribe if you got anything out of this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.